Hi, I'm about to head off to work and I've worked out what I want to have for dinner tonight because I have some cabbage that needs to be used up in the fridge. Now, I could have made a coleslaw, but we're doing a sort of different type of diet starting tomorrow, which has got a lot of smoothies, which is really my thing. But anyway, we're gonna try that. So I don't really need a coleslaw. However, lucky enough to have the new Diabetes Cookbook. I've just lost my place in there, of course. And I was looking through here. Let's see if I can find it again. I'll have to go to the, anyway, this has got awesome recipes in it, whether you're diabetic or not. Some of them will be coming to cookie doos, but it's also got a whole heap of information, hang on, about signs and symptoms of diabetes, all that sort of stuff. So all of the mixed books, you don't need them for the recipes, but if you want more information about whatever they are about, I know I use diabetes in this instance, then it's a really good idea to get the book if you don't have that information otherwise. So this is talking about diet. It's quite hard to see upside down, I can tell you. Glycemic index, all that sort of stuff. So, and then there are a heap of recipes. Let me just tell you. Oh, probably don't have an index at the front. It also gives you a 7-day meal plan A and meal plan B for 2 people, which is pretty awesome. So, for example, one breakfast, carrot cake overnight oats. A snack is edamame pods. Lunch is a Nourish bowl. Snack is an apple and a little bit of cheese. And dinner is a Tex-Mex salmon burrito bowl. So that's just one example, but let me find my recipe, which of course I have beautifully lost here. Recipe category index. Yeah. All right, so now I have to look to find which bit. Here we go. 1, 2, 4. 1, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. It's a fast lamb curry with chickpea and cauliflower rice, whole meal crumb fish fingers with smashed beans, 3 cheese and spinach lasagna, yum, a spinach and paneer curry. And this is what I'm making, and I never know how to pronounce this, but I am halving the recipe because it's just 2 of us. I'm going to make 1 big pancake for each of us and then put the prawns on top. However, all I'm doing at the moment is making the mixture for those pancakes, and I will finish them off after work. But I don't get home till 6:30. It's nice to have it all ready to go. All right. So it is the prawn okonomiyaki, I think. I'm happy to be corrected on that. As this is not on cookie dough, I had to cook it manually. So I thought that's a really good thing for you guys to see. Anyway, all right. So that's back there up on my recipe stand, and we'll just go to the TM6. So the first thing I need to do is put in a couple, oh, hang on, the sauce, I forgot. Oh, no, I'm not doing that sauce. I'm going to do a different sauce. So I'm not going to worry about the sauce at the moment. I'm just making the pancakes. It says in the recipe feeding 2, it's 2 spring onions. So I'm just putting 1 in and 1 teaspoon of sushi ginger. So this stuff that you get in the supermarket. Okay, so that's first. Then I'm going to chop. So 2 seconds, speed 5. Let me just make sure. Thought my volume might have been down a bit, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me a bit better now. So just making this, making the base pancake at the moment. So I've got ginger and spring onion in there. And I'm doing 2 seconds. Speed 5. Remembering, if you just touch the screen, that will stop it from making a noise. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to scrape down the sides. Okay, then I'm going to add 100 grams of water, which I've forgotten to grab. I'm just going to swipe to get my scales up. 100 grams of water. Pretty good guess, really. Okay. All right, so that's my water again. Then it says eggs. Now it says 3 eggs in the recipe. I'm doing 2 because I'm halving, obviously. There we go. I don't want to do that. Tear. Then I'm adding flour, and I've got buckwheat flour, so I've got half of this. Just make sure that doesn't land on the blades, it lands around the blades. Yep. What else do I need? Pepper and 1 teaspoon of soy sauce. Now, in this it says reduced salt. I don't have reduced salt, but I have gluten-free. So I'm just going to put this in here. Oops. Soy sauce and get some pepper. All right. Now, I might need to add a little bit more flour if that's too runny. So I've got the second egg, remember? 5 seconds before. Now, can you see the advantage of guided cooking? You just follow up there, whereas I'm having to go, oh, what does it say next? Anyway, rather than having the guided cooking here. So 5 seconds. Whoops. Speed 4. And I've just got some frozen prawns, which are going to defrost this afternoon. I'll pop them in the fridge whilst I'm out at work. All right, so I've got that. And then I just scrape the sides down. So it's just mixed up like that. Not quite sure. Having not made it before, I'm not quite sure of the consistency. That might be a little bit runny. In fact, I think I might just pop a little bit more flour in. And I've got to add my cabbage. So I'll put the cabbage in first and have a look at it when I've done that. Okay. And that was half the amount of cabbage, which I've already weighed. So, and now I'm doing, where are we? 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Reverse, because we don't want to chop that cabbage. It's already shredded. Speed 3. We'll have a look at it after that. Okay. So I'm actually going to do a bit of combination. So I don't know, tofu's not my thing. It's never really grabbed me. So one cookie do, there is another okonomiyaki recipe, and in it there is a different sauce. So I'm actually going to make the different sauce. I might have added it to my week. I'll have a look in a minute. All right, see if it's in there. All right, let's have a look at this mixture. Okay, all right, so that's actually, it is a lot thicker with the cabbage in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this into one of our amazing seal containers. I think that's going to be just about enough space. Don't really need to vacuum seal it for just to have tonight, but I love these containers anyway. I was talking to one of the other consultants in the week who works at Thermomix Moorabbin. I went down there to pick up an order, and she was saying, you know, she's just everything in her fridge is going into these containers because they are so good. So you can get these. This is the smallest one. I'll just pop its little lid on. I'm not going to vacuum seal it, but there you go. If you were vacuum sealing it, you'd put the little wand over here, and see this little white bubble here? When there's a vacuum in it, it pops down like that. These 2 green things are movable. So this is the month, that is the date. So you can put on in there when you have put it in there so that you know how long it's lasted for. Anyway, that is the awesome vacuum seal containers. That's so you get the small one and the medium one when you're buying a Thermomix currently. And the really big one, which I did have out on the bench, but I don't anymore, is a host reward. And the great thing about these is this can go in the oven and the freezer. The top bit can't go in the oven. It can go in the freezer, but it can't go in the oven. So you could make yourself a great big fat lasagna, pop it in there, freeze it, pull it out, and it can go into the oven without the lid on. Okay. So I'm just going to pop up the screen here and just see if I put that other recipe in my week. Now my internet's being a little bit, I don't know, here we go. So this is the one that's on Cookie Dough, and you could just literally go into that and follow the recipe, but I didn't. But let's have a look at the sauce. So the sauce is honey, Japanese soy sauce. I've just got the one I've got. Well, I suppose this one is a Japanese sauce, speaking about it. Tomato ketchup and Worcestershire sauce. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cook them for 8 minutes, 100 degrees speed 1. And then the last, so I'll have that element done. I've got my pancake element done. And the last thing I'm going to do is steam the prawns. And I will do that obviously just before we eat. And basically 250 grams of water, aroma temperature, put the prawns in your, you could put the aroma, honestly, I've only got half a dozen prawns each because I've halved it, and you could put those into the simmering basket. They will steam there. And then I lightly grease a non-stick frying pan, place over a medium heat, heat a cup of batter onto the frying pan to form a 15 centimetre round pancake. Then I'm going to put the prawns on top, then I'm going to put the sauce on top. So I'll just show you another picture of what it's meant to look like, okay? Bearing in mind that has the silken tofu sauce, but look out for this. It is in this book, which is coming out in February. And just on new Cookie Dough collections, one came out today. It's ThermoFit Nomi. If you are interested in doing her free 7-day challenge, please register. I will try and pop the link up here with this recording. And you need to register by the 1st of Feb. Awesome recipes. I've done it before. All the recipes are now on Cookie Dough, so it's super easy to cook. If you don't have Cookie Dough, don't worry. If you register, she'll send you a PDF with the meal plan, the shopping list, and the recipes. So love to see you do that too. Anyway, that's it from me. I'm just about prepped for dinner for when I come home from work.